Who is really the NBA MVP this year? What do you think? Let's dive in. Make sure you wait till the end of the video so you see who my pick is. But here we go. Obviously, we got to go with the reigning MVP, SGA. And, he's had a little bit of injuries this year to set him back. But, I mean, stats don't lie. He's averaging almost 32 points a game, 4.4 rebounds a game, 6.4 assists a game. And he just has been having elite efficiency and clutch scoring that sometimes just sets him apart from the rest of the candidates. While I do think he gets calls sometimes that I just think he gets the benefit of the doubt, which not everybody else gets. And I get it. Kobe got the same thing. But I don't know. He is one of the leading candidates, and he's got the OKC Thunder in the first in the West. And a lot of people think that they're definitely going to repeat as champions this year, even though my opinion on that is it's going to be really hard because doing it once is hard enough. But, doing it twice with a target on your back is just really saying something. So it might be a little bit hard. Timeout. You want to join the sports community with the authentic take? Make sure you hit that subscribe button for endless sports content. Mr. Joker, Nikola, I love Jokic, and I think this year he's been kind of having like a frustration, but in a positive way type year where, people are taking cheap shots and he's just sick of it and he's really fighting back. And everybody wants to make the joke that, oh, his brothers aren't there to protect him. But this mother sucker could take care of himself. And that's what he's been doing this year. Him and Lou Dort have been going back and forth. At one point, Lou Dort actually had to make a public apology. But the Joker is averaging nearly 29 points a game, 12.5 rebounds a game, 10.4 assists a game. I mean, look at what I just said. He's averaging a triple double. I don't think I've ever heard anybody doing that before. He's averaging nearly a 30-point triple double every game. And every time you look, I mean, this is exactly what I just said. I just feel like, oh, another triple double, whatever. But you really got to realize what he's doing. And everybody was quick to give him accolades early and stuff, but kind of reflecting, he definitely deserved it because he is just a monster in the game right now. And he's definitely in the running for MVP. The only knock against Jokic is that he needs to play 65 games. And I think they should push this rule back a little bit to like 70 games because it just seems like players are more susceptible to getting, injured these days. And maybe big men, if you're over 7 foot, you should kind of get the 70 game push because big men are susceptible to more injuries. So Joker for MVP, another can. Luka Doncic. With all the stuff going on in LA, the LeBron talk and everything, he's just continued to ball. And I love his little silent crap talking ways. He's averaging 33.6 points a game, 8.7 rebounds a game, 7.7 assists a game. That is really incredible work, especially since you have a top player by your side that is going to command the ball. He is the league leading scorer. He's definitely carrying the Lakers offense. I mean, him and Austin Reeves. The stamina this guy got because he has a usage rate. He's getting like double, triple teamed every night. And he's still managing these numbers at the top of the league. So Luka is definitely a candidate for MVP this year. Victor, right. But I think this is the majority of fans and the league's projection of who is probably going to win the MVP this year. And I can't knock it because he is just really balling out. He is stepping up. Like usually these high proclaimed, players that are going to be supposedly the face of the league, they kind of like dip back, but he has stepped up and he's really kind of approached trying to take the throne. And I can appreciate that about Victor. He's averaging 25 points a game, 11 rebounds a game, and 4 blocks per game. And that block he had the other night where he just like no look blocked that guy, just faked the guy out and just blocked the crap out of him. I love that. That's to me one of the best plays of the year. He is an elite two-way player. He's also the best defensive player of the year, Ken. And the one key to being an MVP and an all-around great player is the players around him are improving as hell. So that definitely makes Victor Wembanyama a MVP candidate. You could tell I was focusing on his last name. But anyway, and one that I thought was definitely taking the lead and reigning supreme early in the season is Cade Cunningham. While 2 years ago, I was like, yeah, who is this guy? He got a big like supermax, but really, who is this guy? This proves the Pistons were not stupid. Last year, to me, he really came on the scene, and like that Knicks series, even though they lost, he just really proved that he's gritty. He is the definition of Detroit in the way they play and they've always played, and he is just balling out, and he's not hiccuping at all, even though it's kind of quieted down a little, maybe in the last like maybe 3 weeks as far as him. But there's always something that I feel about a player is that when you go and you ball the hell out at MSG, Madison Square Garden, it does something to your career. It amplifies it, it just ignites it, because you got to go to MSG or Madison Square Garden to really feel what I'm saying. It's like walking into a coliseum of history, but Cade Cunningham is definitely in the running for MVP. He's averaging 27 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 8 assists a game. Like, those are really big numbers for someone that kind of came out of nowhere. And I mean, how could you not put him in the conversation where he is really carrying Detroit's offense this season, like willing them to the playoffs? And especially what he's done this season, he has carried himself into this MVP conversation. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. I got to tell you, like, I'm not really a Celtics hater, but I'm just not really a fan of them. And I've always been a big critic of Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown is always the guy I feel like comes up clutch, and he could not have come up clutcher to win the face of the franchise. Jason Tatum ruptures his Achilles against the Knicks in the playoffs last year, and coming into this season, no one thought nothing of you guys, maybe like an eighth seed, maybe a playing team, and you guys would be surprised that Jaylen Brown got the Boston Celtics in the top of the East still. I feel like he's really shown his leadership this year, and when he's had the fight, he's really fought like tooth and nail and everything. And I feel like there's no one really more deserving than Jaylen Brown. He's averaging 28 points a game, 7 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, shooting 50% from the field. Are you kidding me? He's an elite two-way player. His scoring versatility is just off the wall. He could drive to the hoop. He could pull up for, his jumpers. He could hit that three. And he definitely has improved playmaking this year, as I said, with the absence of Jason Tatum. And he's just upheld the winning ways of the Boston Celtics to make you really realize that the Celtics do have two faces of the franchise. So hopefully this doesn't cause turmoil in the upcoming seasons. But right now, I know you've been waiting, but who I was just talking about is who I feel is definitely in the lead for the MVP this season. And Jaylen Brown, I really didn't expect nothing out of them this year, meaning the Celtics. And the fact that Jaylen Brown, he's come up in clutch like spots. He's won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He won the NBA Finals MVP. And it's just kind of like now he's got to show the full array of his game, that these weren't just fluke moments because they had Jason Tatum. And I feel like he's really got to show that he could carry a franchise, and he is just balling out. I wasn't expecting him to even be in the MVP conversation. Maybe that's why I'm so high on him right now. And right now, I think he's in the lead for the MVP conversation. But like always, tell me what you think. Drop a comment. Who do you think is in the lead right now that most likely will win the MVP of the NBA? Make sure you like the video. It always helps. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this authentic take.